Ads. Love them or hate them, they're literally everywhere. I'm sure you even watched one before you clicked on this video. At least, I hope you did, because please, I really need to feed my family. Anyway, after making my video last week in which I used a lot of trailer footage, you should totally go check that video out. It's definitely one of my best. I came to the realization that a lot of Pokemon commercials and ads are just amazing. It's kind of like when I went back to watch Lizzie McGuire on Disney Plus and realized how hilariously bad the editing was. I'm not making this video to drag on Pokemon by any means, but some of these ads are just, interesting to say the least. Obviously, for their time, they were, doing their best, and for that, I applaud them. Anyway, these commercials are too good just to not get into, so let's go ahead and jump right in.
In my time, yeah, rolling, I can never get enough. I've been up too long and I way too drunk, but we straight up in it.
So, right away, I just didn't understand this one. What is she getting suited up for? Is she like going to space or maybe the psych ward? And then I realized it's for this mob of kids that are about to run up on her. I get it now. But like, there's a single Pikachu and Pokemon card in the bag and there's like 50 kids here. Are they gonna like fight to the death for that one prize? I don't fully understand, although I did actually own one of these Burger King figures, believe it or not, and that was my man Poliwrath. It shot water out of its mouth and everything until I eventually ripped its legs off, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so this one just kills me. Like, literally, I'm dead. I'm gone. It's literally Pokemon just running from a giant fork, trying their hardest not to get impaled. Like, I get what they're going for, but it's one of those things that you just look at and go, oh, okay, that's happening. That's definitely happening. Okay, alright. Also, at this point, look at how happy this Gengar is. He's literally about to be eaten by a small child and couldn't be happier. I guess Pokemon predicted Nappy. Would you look at that? Also, just out of curiosity, I decided to look up what these actually look like because Noodle characters never look the same. The results were actually about how you'd expect them to be. Ranking Pokemon pasta from best to worst, anyone? You're welcome for the ideas, guys. But if I had to rank them from worst to best, what's going on with Squirtle here? What's going on? What's going on with Ash too? Ash is kind of looking a little funky there. Vulpix is really kind of hard to see. I don't really know what's going on there. It looks like maybe if you threw Vulpix into like a blender and kind of like shook it up a little bit. Yeah, and then Clefairy is a little better than the rest. Then I'd say Sandshrew, probably Eevee, and Gengar is the most prominent one. Like if you were to show me these and show me Squirtle, I'd be like, oh my god, what am I looking at? It's kind of like those ink blot tests. He looks like a fish. Alright, and this one has got to be like one of, if not my favorite. This ad is for Pokemon Pinball, and it's absolutely hilarious to me. They all look absolutely horrified to be there, first of all. You can't make this up. And then Loudred and Groudon literally throw Trico out of the tube and onto the launch pad, give us about a microsecond to catch our breath, and then the launcher just yeets Trico out of there. Like, he's gone. He's ping-ponging around now. It's so comedic, it's just not something I would ever see being used to promote a children's game, but yet here it is, just yeet. This next one is the original Red and Blue release trailer, and again, it's actually kind of horrifying. This bus driver loads up the bus with Pokemon and drives the bus between a compactor and just hops out and lets the thing rip, literally crushing these Pokemon to death, but instead of death, it's into a Game Boy Color cartridge. It's actually hilariously dark looking back on it. Like, I want to know who came up with this. I want to know who greenlit this. I want to know why they greenlit this. Is it like shock value or just, I mean, I don't know. If I was a kid and saw this, I'd probably be like, oh, so you mean if I like stand in between a compactor and get crushed, I'll be able to play Pokemon? For real? No, not really. I was a special kid, but not that special. I am a big advocate that cartoons and animations should stay that way and never be brought to the stage in a live action show. This definitely stands for Pokemon Live. This commercial is not bad or weird by doing anything specifically, it just looks really strange. Like really strange. Like watching it, I just got like physically uncomfortable looking at it. I actually posted this one on Twitter, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a huge inspiration for this video. It's a commercial for HeartGold and SoulSilver that just kills me every time. First off, the way they said Pokemon.
I play Pokemon HeartGold version.
I play Pokemon SoulSilver.
which I know is technically the correct pronunciation instead of Pokemon or Pokemon, because the E has a little thingy above it, the accent. I don't know why I called it a thingy, I know it's called an accent. But they sound like robots here, you can't deny that. Pokemon HeartGold and Pokemon SoulSilver, like that's not how people speak. It's Pokemon. Paqueto Monster. The rest of the commercial is pretty normal, just, you know, Zach and Cody being Zach and Cody. Or Dylan and Cole. I just thought I'd mention it as it's the inspiration and kind of a classic Pokemon commercial, but it's pretty tame compared to the rest of these. For Ruby and Sapphire's promotion, they had people that either looked like a new Pokemon or had them dress up to look like a new Pokemon. I'm not sure which, especially this Blaziken girl. I mean, does she always have this red line on her face? Weird. Anyway, yeah, this was real. This is something that definitely happened. I think it's a cool concept, but it kind of just makes me feel weird, especially this Groudon guy. What's going on with him? Also, I need to know for this Duskull kid, are those actually his teeth, or is it one of those gag props people use for Halloween? And I think it's kind of funny how one of their marketing promotions for this game was 2-on-2 battling. I have no idea, but it's like, out of all things, this is what you wanted to promote? That we could have double battles now? I don't know why, I just think that's hilarious. Anyways, I think that's going to wrap this video up. Obviously, there are a lot more commercials for Pokemon out there, so if you enjoyed this one, make sure you hit that like button, and maybe I'll come back to this and do more of them in the future. If you didn't, feel free to hit that dislike button and subscribe for more Pokemon content. Also, hit that bell because I've been hearing some complaints that my videos aren't hitting sub boxes. I mean, it makes sense considering my 2-year hiatus, but anyways, make sure you let me know what your favorite Pokemon commercials were from your childhood or any that were hilariously bad that you can remember. That's gonna do it for this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.